Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Lillian. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much. So today I am showing some of the Disney inspired treats that I have been making and selling. I received a couple of requests that said, hey, can you show a video? Sometimes, pictures don't quite show I don't know, I guess the depth of it or, the paper. So hopefully this will help. I'll do a couple of these just because I didn't want to do a very long one. So this will be dedicated to Disney inspired treats. These are probably the most popular ones. Let's go ahead and start with these. Some of them were Valentine themed because I put hearts in them rather than regular confetti. But just so you know, all of the paper pieced embellishments that I make are with basil cardstock. All of these embellishments, they are dimensional, meaning that they're layered, they're popped with foam tape, not too much because as I create these, like the smaller ones are great for crafts, as we make either memory decks, cards, or, just any type of craft. I'm also thinking about the scrapbooker because I am a scrapbooker at heart. So if it gets too chunky, like if you guys know me, you guys know I love chunky. So I can't get too chunky because from a scrapbooker's perspective, that could get really out of hand in our album. But I make them in mind with like the mini albums, especially that I've been doing a lot of, while I do create my like 12 by 12 scrapbook album every year, believe it or not. I make a lot of mini albums, and especially as I go to events or been going to Disneyland more. I want to do that more, so I keep that in mind. Anyway, so these are the pink and red treats. I love all of these, and of course, every time I go to Disneyland, it's like it is for the treats and the picture. Maybe some rides. But these are all layered. I don't know if you could see, and they're different, of course, color, like the light pink, the dark pink, but they're layered. Maybe some aspect will be flat, but then there will always be a popped layer. I don't know if you could see that. I'll zoom in the camera, but this is one of the favorites here, the cotton candy. This one is popped, as well as the donut here and the bow. And then of course this one. So they all are, but I hope you could see that. The basil paper, I just elevates it. And these are, here, let me get my ruler. I usually tend to make them like 2 inches, maybe 1.5, depending. So yeah, so this one is about a little shy than 2.25, and width is about 1.25. So again, I create this not only in mind for scrapbooking pages, whether you're a 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, a 5 by 5, 6 by 8 mini album, TN, you could totally use these. This is, yeah, about 2.5. Wait, did I say 2.5? A little under 2.5. And then from ear to ear is under 2 inches. So these are perfect. All of these, they tend to be the same. I tend to keep them at under 2.5 inches. 2 inches, 2.25. This is 1 3/4 wide. So again, I keep in mind that TN or that mini book. I definitely want to make more of the, as we go to Disneyland or different events, I want to use them in those, travel notebooks or mini album, and these are perfect. So again, these are all, You know, this one's definitely popped. All the elements are popped. So is this one, and then this one. So I love them. Again, this is these were February release that I put out there for an event, and now they're in my shop, which is why they go heavy on the pink and the red. I do have traditional treat colors, which I don't think I have around me. I'm sorry. But what I mean traditional, meaning it keeps to the yellow, the red, the brown, you know, like you know, traditional dole color. And then again, this was for the February release. As you could see, 2 inches. I think this one's my smallest one, about 1.25 inches high, but they're all popped. All these, you know, little added embellish on them, tiny little Mickey Mouse head and the hearts, the same thing on the donut, and then the peppermint lollipop here. So, and again, all basil cardstock paper. Love it. Then if we go on to these are a little bit bigger. These are my smaller snacks, or I should say treats. I want to call them treats. Smaller. These are my really smaller ones. And I do have 2 to 3-inch size. Some of these, they come in pairs. But these are my small ones, and we start getting bigger. Like these cotton candy will now be closer to 2.5. From on the width side, there's still 1 3/4. So these are available in 3 different colors, but then I also have these available, all the same color. And these are bigger. Like the big one is about a little over 2.5 inches, and height wise is about 3.25. So you get a large, medium, and a small. And I have these available in these 3 colors, as well as this same size in this color. But very cute. This is one of my favorite ones when I first started getting into this. These are Valentine theme. Oh, I love these. I had these in different color, but I think I only have a few of these. I made some in white. Those sold out. Those were pretty popular. And then I think I have posted, you know, a lot of the ears that I did, because that's what I started with. I think I started with a lot of the Halloween is when I kicked it off. But these are really popular too. This is my last set of these with these confetti. So typically I sell them like this. This is one of my, these are my biggest ears here. And they are really popped. So it's 3 layers, the dark, the light yellow. You have this layer of the waffle and then the ice cream. And these are, yep, about 3 inches. Yep, 3 inches wide and 2.5 inches in height. So yeah, these are my really, I love this. This is one of my favorite ones. But I did a couple of them to add the clay bit confettis. So this is my last pair, but I tend to make them without, because, you know, that way you could decide, if you purchase the set, you could decide what to add, but happy, you know, to add. And I had, of course, the Mickey Mouse clay. I've done stars, and I've done, I think, the regular, you know, clay bits. But yeah, so these are my big ears. Let's see, I have, just to show you, remember, if you have seen my post, I started in Halloween. So they're all the same size. They're big. These are great for adding into scrapbooks, or tags. If you're going to make a tag, a big, packaging of something, these are great because they're 3 inches wide by like 2.5 inches tall. But I also do, the smaller, smaller version, just so it'll work with a little bit of, the small albums, small crafts, anything like that. So I love making this. Check out my Ko-Fi. It's my online store. I'm always, I'm always making and updating. Send me a message if you have any questions. I'll be making another video to show other items, not treats, but more like places from Disney. Just because, again, I didn't want to make this video really long, even though it probably already is. Anyways, so these are some of my snacks, but go check out my site. I will link it in the description so you could check it out, visit me. I hope you support me, and I will catch you on the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.